So the gene key 38, the light warrior, has been coming through so powerfully lately with myself and with the people who I've been communicating with and collaborating with. And I just felt called to talk about it. So yeah, this light warrior with the shadow of struggle, the gift of perseverance, and the city of honor. And in the Gene Keys book, Richard Rudd talks about how there's a really fine line between the shadow and the gift, between struggle and perseverance. And something that comes through for me about this light warrior is that the one who embodies the gift in the city is the one who stops trying to change people outside of himself or herself. He stops forcing his opinion on the other, because this key is really all about opposition and standing firm in your truth in the face of opposition, and standing firm in love and light in the face of opposition. And something that this key also makes me remember is that, and this is similar to the 28, and those two, the 28 and the 38, are very connected. We all come here with a purpose and a role to play, and we're all kind of a part of this divine, I like to call it a comedy, some may call it a drama. And yeah, we all have our roles, and we all come here to play a part, and some of us are here to embody a darker energy, and some of us came here to embody a lighter energy. And you know, I think that with just the state of the world, we can forget that sometimes. We're so immersed in duality and in feeling like we have to be competing against the light and the dark forces, when really the way that the world is absolute perfection, and like ultimate truth is non-duality, and so it really is all love. And I know that's kind of woo-woo and esoteric, but like truly when we start to just understand that everything is as it should be, and that we need the dark and we need the light, we can just honor ourselves for whatever energy it is that we came here to play out, and we can honor that in others, and we don't have to be ignorant to darkness or to what's going on in the world. But we also don't have to feel as though that we have to change people, and that we have to like create more division and more opposition. And so to me, like, the true light warrior really understands this and stops fighting and struggling for the wrong fights, which is like trying to change people, trying to convince the dark to be light, or trying to convince the light to be dark. And instead, the light warrior really fights the biggest struggle of all, and like conquers the biggest struggle of all, which is the struggle of like with the self and with your ego. And it's not with anything outside of you. It's actually like the light warrior turns inward and works on building its own vibration, and like really standing in its own truth and its own power and its own light. And then it allows that to be what does the talking for it. It allows that vibration to be what ripples out and what changes the world around it, and what really helps to heal the collective. And so instead of creating more opposition, when you actually stand in love and truth in your own light and in your own truth, you start to lessen the gap and lessen the divide amongst the collective. And like, that is truly honorable, because it's like, no matter what, then when you really stand firm in your truth and in your light and in love, it doesn't matter what others around you are doing. It only really matters when you allow it to matter, and when you allow other forces that are opposing you to like bring you out of your center and to pull you down into their vibration. That's when more of a divide is created. That's when there's more of a gap. But when you actually start to turn inward and really clear away aspects of yourself, your little self, that keep you stuck in loops of struggle and of fighting fights that really aren't even worth fighting, and kind of keep you going back into your ego, which is all about survival. When you really start to transcend that, then you really become this like powerful warrior force, because it's like you're unfuckwithable. Because no matter what, no matter who's opposing you, no matter what forces around you are trying to pull you out of your center and the love and the light that you are and the truth of what you are, you're standing so firmly in it that they can't. And you can still be love, and you can still give love, and you can recognize that the non-duality of it all and the play of it all. And this can help also to just like cultivate more compassion for humans and the humanness of it all, because really like the gift of the 28 is totality. And it's like we're not just light and we're not just dark, we're all of it. And what we see outside of ourselves is truly just a mirror of who we are. And so when we can really honor that within ourselves and honor that within others, while still holding firm in our own center and standing firm in our truth, we really start to cultivate more compassion for ourselves and for others, and just recognize that we're all here on our own journey, and like unique journeys. And some of us, just have more awareness than others, and that's neither good nor bad. And we need not judge ourselves or others for it. We just need to keep coming back to ourselves like the badass warriors that we are, and remember who we are, remember the love that we are, and let that shine out from our center, and let that really be what speaks for us, and what creates unity and lessens the gap, and ultimately just brings more love to our lives and to the collective, and to everyone and everything that we touch and that is in our presence. So yeah, I really love this key, and there's so much more that I feel could even be said about it. But yeah, I think that's it for now. Let me know your thoughts, and if you've ever contemplated this gene key, what has come through for you, I'd love to hear.